What would you do if you were stuck in one place and every day was exactly the same and nothing that you did mattered?
Would you punch a balding man in the face?
Ned?
Drive off a cliff holding a furry animal? Maybe finally go to therapy to discuss your childhood trauma that you've never fully come to terms with and let fester in your subconscious until you're an adult, dealing with depression and anxiety because of years of repression? If this sounds inviting, Groundhog Day is the movie for you. If I've accomplished nothing by the end of 2025, I can at least rely on my skills to rewatch Groundhog Day too many times to count this year. And because of that reason, I thought I'd make a video about it, even though no one asked. You're welcome. Groundhog Day, like many films, opens with clouds, because nothing screams this is going to be a great movie like an entire minute of clouds. We start by meeting Phil Connors, a weatherman for Action 9 News Pittsburgh, a man who takes his job very seriously.
One of these big blue things. Close call, folks.
So seriously. He tells us he's going to a town called Punxsutawney to report on the town's oldest Groundhog Festival. I don't know how many Groundhog Day festivals America has, but this one is the oldest. After this, we're later introduced to Rita, who is played by Andie MacDowell. Andie MacDowell, she's cool. Yeah, she's cool. Rita is the producer for the show and soon to be Phil's attempted love interest. I say attempted because it doesn't exactly go to plan. Phil and Rita pack their bags and make their way to Punxsutawney with their driver and cameraman, Larry. Larry doesn't really add much to the film, besides being Phil's punching bag.
Wow, Larry. Looking foxy tonight, man.
Yeah. Poor Larry. We feel bad for Larry. After talking about Groundhog Day and blood sausage, for some reason.
People like blood sausage, too. Would you like some blood sausage? I have some here in the glove compartment.
I like blood sausage.
They make it to Punxsutawney. Phil starts whining about how he can't stay in the hotel that Rita booked because he'd stayed there before and he didn't like it, I guess. I think they're just trying to get us to not like this character. You know, he's a prat or whatever. Add a little bit of sexual harassment.
Anything I can do?
Would you help me with my pelvic tilt?
And we're off, taking us to the morning that we see over and over and over and over again. The film gives us multiple scenes of significance throughout the day, which I believe are used to demonstrate Phil's changing attitudes towards being stuck in a time loop. You know, whether that's chatting to a man in the hallway about Groundhog Day, interacting with an old schoolmate, Ned Ryerson.
Ned! Ryerson!
And finally making his way to the Groundhog Day festival in the town square called Gobbler's Knob.
Where's everybody going?
To Gobbler's Knob.
Yep, you heard me right. Gobbler's Knob. The town square is called Gobbler's Knob. After the news report, the gang set off to Pittsburgh, only to be stopped by a very poorly acted police officer blocking the road because of the snowstorm.
Now, you got that moisture on your head.
There's some pretty awful acting. Phil then spends the rest of the evening kind of moping around, being all moody or whatever, poking some more fun at Larry. Also, one of my favorite lines is spoken in this sequence. Yo, mama.
Yo, mama.
Yo, mama. Yo, mama. I don't know. We then get the first reset of the film. Following this are many scenes of, you know, Phil going through his walk to Gobbler's Knob and having all his interactions and just basically being confused at what's going on.
Well, it's Groundhog Day. Again?
Pretty uneventful day, to be honest. He ends the evening by snapping a pencil. Kind of to do, you know, a test to see if he'll wake up the same morning again, I suppose. Lo and behold, Phil wakes to the same song again. He makes a quick beeline to gobble some knobs. And tells Rita that they need to have a discussion ASAP because he's worried and stuff. Phil tells her that he's reliving the same day over and over again, and she believes him.
I am racking my brain, but I can't even begin to imagine why you'd make up something like this.
100% and wholeheartedly believes him.
I think you should get your head examined if you expect me to believe a stupid story like that, Phil.
That evening, Phil goes to the bar and has some drinks with a couple of the locals who make him aware that none of his actions have any consequences.
That would mean there would be no consequences, there would be no hangovers, we could do whatever we wanted!
Which is basically then takes us to the next 15 minutes, which just consists of Phil feeding his most basic desires. Eating whatever he wants, smoking wherever he wants, sleeping with whoever he wants, basically just doing anything his heart desires, you know. I mean, who wouldn't, realistically? You know you're reliving the same day over and over and over again and you have no consequences. Like, I know for a fact every single one of you is sitting at that table gobbling as many eating as much cake as you possibly can. And maybe gobbling some knobs on it. Phil then decides to put instant gratification on the back burner and decides to pursue his one true love, Ned Ryerson.
I have missed you so much.
No, I'm joking. I'm sorry. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's Rita. Phil spends too much time trying to learn everything there is to know about Rita, basically to gaslight her into thinking that he likes all the things that she likes, because we all know that's what everyone looks for in a partner. Themselves.
Would you like to try some white chocolate?
Yuck. That'll make me sick.
No white chocolate.
And I hate fudge. Yuck.
No white chocolate, no fudge.
Doesn't make a lot of sense. I don't really see his thought process there, you know, kind of assuming that she would be attracted to him for being the exact same person as her. Makes no sense. Shockingly, he repeatedly fails, which then leads him to his arc. His arc. His unalive arc. Jesus Christ. His depression in this section of the film leads him to do all sorts of crazy things. Things like jump off a cliff headfirst into a pool of concrete. The road. I don't know why I said pool of concrete. He jumps into the road. He dives into the road. Yeah, and drives off a cliff holding the groundhog, which is actually a little bit funny. It's a little bit funny, to be fair.
That's not bad for a quadruped.
After realizing that's a big waste of time and unaliving yourself gets you nowhere, he decides to find comfort in his one true love, Larry.
Hey, man. You touched me.
Thanks, Larry.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. It's Rita. It's still Rita. After being convinced that he is reliving the same day over and over again, Rita decides they should spend the entire day together as an objective witness, which you would assume in this bit we'd get a montage of them going out and ice skating, going to the movies, having dinner, doing all. They just throw cards into a hat.
You gotta want it, Rita. Oh, come on. It's more in the wrist than the finger. It's just gotta...
The night ends with Rita falling asleep on Phil, which is, it's a little bit cute. It's kind of cute. Okay, it's kind of cute. I did like, whatever, shut up. This then inspires Phil to appreciate his circumstances a little bit and make the best of a bad situation, basically, because Rita said one thing that changed his entire mindset. Crazy. Really, really impressive.
I don't know, Phil. Maybe it's not a curse. Just depends on how you look at it.
He decides to take up new skills like ice sculpting and playing the piano, which is kind of cool. He also makes helping people part of his daily routine, whether that's catching a kid falling from a tree,
You little brat.
stopping the mayor from choking, holding his one true love, Ned Ryerson.
When you call in sick?
He also does light a woman's cigarette,
I'm fine.
which is kind of cool, you know, the man's got game. The day ends with Phil absolutely shredding it on the keyboard, which is just so cool. Catching the eye of Rita, obviously, you know, who wouldn't fall for a man just like, look at this guy. That's cool. That's really cool. Anyway, Phil and Rita then enjoy a lovely evening together because she paid for him at an auction for $339.88.
$339.88.
I don't know if this is just a thing people do/did in America, where, you know, you could just buy someone at an auction for the night. Kind of weird, honestly, but you know, it was the 90s, so different era, I suppose. They then walk around town for a little bit, and Phil starts ice sculpting Rita's face.
I'm getting cold. How much longer do I have to sit here?
I'm just trying to give you your money's worth.
We all know women love nothing more than sitting in silence watching men show off their skills. #1 seduction tactic, I think. Yeah, 100% success rate. No, shut up. Just be quiet. Just be quiet, because I'm gonna sculpt you right now. I'm gonna sculpt you. I'm sculpting you. Yeah, but I wanted to have a conversation. No, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Because I'm sculpting you. I'm sculpting you. I'm showing you my skills. I'm showing you how good I am. Yeah, but I just wanted to talk about our day, you know? I wanted to ask, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up. Please, stop talking. The night then comes to a close one final time, as Phil then wakes up and Rita is by his side. He is finally free from this agonizing, repetitive torture. Hallelujah.
They're gone. They're all gone. Today is tomorrow.
Phil is obviously very happy to realize that the time loop has been broken. So happy, in fact, that he asks Rita to move in with him.
Let's live here.
Which is crazy, which is really crazy. Like, don't get me wrong, I understand this guy's probably been here for years, even decades, I don't know. And he's finally come out with Rita, the woman he's been pursuing for forever. I understand he's very happy, but moving in straight away? Like, think of it from Rita's perspective. You know, she meets Phil, he's a prick. They drive out to Punxsutawney. Suddenly he's doing all these tasks through the day. They spend the night. The next day he goes, we should live here forever. You and me. I know we met yesterday. And she's like, yeah, cool. Yeah, let's do that. What? Honestly, the 90s was a different era. The 90s is a whole different universe. That was Groundhog Day. I hope you enjoyed this little video where I just tell you what happens in Groundhog Day. I don't really understand why I've made this video. I just thought it'd be funny. If you want me to do more videos like this, please let me know. If you don't want me to do more videos like this, also let me know. You know, save me a lot of time, actually. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Or not.